Gemini is an AI-powered assistant from Google and will absolutely be your new best friend. Gemini for Google Workspace can help you save time, create captivating learning experiences, and inspire fresh ideas. What used to take you hours now takes minutes or even seconds. Tasks like organising and presenting student data, creating custom images for lesson slides, or transcribing online meetings. I'll show you today how you can do all of these things and so much more with Gemini. I'm Steve and I'm a teacher and tech coach at an international school in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I help educators like you find the most engaging and powerful ways to use tech in the classroom. Today is no different, and after this video you can get your free trial of Gemini for Google Workspace and put these amazing tools into practice. Gemini can help you improve your writing, organise your data, create original images, summarise information, foster meaningful connections, and research topics. With Gemini for Google Workspace, you can harness the power of Gemini right inside other Google apps such as Meet, Gmail, Docs, Slides, and Sheets. Take Google Meet for example. You can enable real-time captions that provide live translations based on the language the meeting's in. If you need a fresh new background or you want to enhance your look, then you can use the visual effects feature here. You can select a background from the menu to choose from down here. You can generate your own based on a given prompt and style that you choose. And you can also blur your background or choose an existing image to have as your background. You can add filters over the top and change your appearance by including studio lighting, studio look, portrait touch-up, and framing. And there are different styles here at the bottom as well. For the studio lighting, you can change that to custom, and you can drag these warm and cool lights to different areas of the screen to change your lighting appearance. And you can change the intensity of those lighting features as well. Newly available on some select Google Workspace accounts, Gemini can now help you take notes to summarize what's been discussed in the meeting. In Gmail, Gemini can help you to summarize, formalize, elaborate, or shorten your drafts. But the real power lies in creating customized responses. Let's see this in action. So when I open a new message in Gmail, I have this option here to help me write, and I can type a prompt for Gemini so that it can help me write my email. For example, write an end of term message to parents, thanking them for their support and wishing them a good holiday. So here is the first draft that it's given me, and I can refine this response here by formalizing, elaborating, or shortening. So let's say I formalize, and here is the result. If I'm not happy with it, I can click here to recreate, or just start again with a new prompt that's a bit more specific. Over to Docs now, and that same Help Me Write feature can help me to write lesson plans, meeting notes, or an application letter. Let's see an example. So you can see straight away that the Help Me Write feature appears on the screen. So I might type something like, create a table for me to record some meeting notes. I could also use Gemini to help me write a lesson plan. Write a lesson plan on microorganisms for Year 6 students. If I'm happy with the response, I can insert this straight into my doc, or I can refine it by changing the tone, summarizing, bulletizing, elaborating, shortening, or trying again. Or if I wanted to add some more custom information, I can type that into this box here at the bottom. Now in Slides, users can create images straight from the sidebar using the power of Gemini. So you can see here, Gemini appears at the top of the screen, Ask Gemini, and I can click on that button and ask it to create something for me. So that might be, create an image of a fierce lion roaring. Okay, and I think this is probably the one that I want here. So I can see that a bit more closely. And if I'm happy with that, then I can insert it into my slides. I could also create custom content for my slides, such as create a slide to show the learning objective. Okay, so I can use this as my learning objective slides, or I could retry and start again. Okay, but let's say I wanted this, I can press insert, and here it is, and I can fully customize that and change it to what I want. If I wanted a different image, then I could go back to here and generate a new prompt for a new image. Okay, so here we are in Google Sheets, and I've opened a document which is a template for a class list. If you want to download this template or other ones that I've created, then the link is in the description below, which will take you straight to it. Now, Gemini here is in the top right, and to start with, we have a summary of the content here. So Gemini has summarized what this page is all about as a quick overview. There are also some suggestions down here for what Gemini can be used for. It can teach you how to do something like create conditional formatting or create a formula based on what you want to achieve. So let's try this out. Teach me how to use conditional formatting. And here are the instructions that it's given us. Perfect. If you want to create something from scratch, then here we are in a new document, and I can open up Gemini here and type a prompt to help me create something. So maybe create a table to keep track of math scores for my class, including a range of different topics. Okay, so here's the result. We've got student name and then the scores for different topics. And obviously we can change these topics later on, but that's a really good starting point. I can insert that and I can add other features if I need to. Now let's say I wanted to create a formula that gives the average score for each child. So create a formula that gives the average score for each child. So here's the formula. It's going to give the average of C2 over here to J2 over here. So let's add in an extra column here to the right, and I can copy and paste this formula there. And there is our average score for that row. If I drag that down, then it will do the same for the other rows as well. Perfect. A few months ago, Google released a statement about Google Classroom as well, saying, Google has been piloting new features in Google Classroom to help lighten the workload for teachers. We're exploring how to help simplify the lesson planning process, empowering teachers to tailor lessons and content to the individual needs of their students so they can amplify their learning impact and meet students where they are. I can't wait for this one, and I'm really looking forward to trying out Gemini alongside Google Classroom later on. If you want to try out these amazing features for yourself, then I've dropped the link below for the free trial and more information about Gemini for Google Workspace. And if you're interested in how to introduce AI to your students, including ideas for AI-based lessons, I've made this video all about getting students started using AI. See you next time.